Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. And in today's video, I am going to share with you some engagement tips so that we can start to get your content and your information seen more. How would you like that? How many of you right now are hearing crickets on your posts? Like you're posting, you're being consistent, but yet you're not getting the likes, shares, comments, you're not getting people to engage with you. Maybe you're not even sure if your content's being seen. So if this is you, you wanna make sure you tune in because I will be sharing today 5 tips, 5 Facebook engagement tips to really help you to be more engaging, to increase your engagement with your fans, with your followers. And if you stay to the end, I'm actually going to give you a bonus tip that is something that most people aren't aware of, that's going to help, going to really help your content and your Facebook lives being seen more. So that is one tip I'm going to share at the end that you definitely don't want to miss. So if you're new to my page, welcome. Hello, my name is Melissa Kibler and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers leverage the internet, leveraging social media to grow their businesses online. So if you're new, welcome, hello. Let me know if you're joining me live, where are you tuning in from? I'd love to it's always fun to see where everybody's tuning in from. You can obviously see out my window that I am from somewhere really cold, right outside Buffalo, New York. We actually got, I think, close to 9 or 10 inches of snow today. It was crazy. That is why I am in my house. I have not left my house, and my kids had no school today. So it was kind of fun, you know? But let me know where you're tuning in from, and if you're watching the replay, #replay. I'd love to come back and say hello to you as well. And if you're just jumping on my page and have no idea who I am, make sure that you go to the top, you like the page, and you set your notifications to see first, that way you never miss a live. I always give daily tips and tricks almost daily, you know, in live videos or content and things like that. So let's get started, shall we? So, and if you haven't caught my last live video, just the other day, I gave some Facebook Live tips. So if you're if you're not really sure how to do a Facebook Live, you're a little eerie, you're uncomfortable, you wanna make sure to go back and rewatch that video. A lot of the content will kind of overlap because, I mean, essentially it's like the same. Once you master this, I mean, you can do it anywhere. You can write an effective post, you can make an effective live video, whether you're doing blogs, anything like that, email, it all kind of carries through with the same fundamental things. So Siobhan, let me know if I'm saying your name correctly. Hello, thank you for saying hi. You're from Kentucky. What's the weather like? Hopefully it's, I had somebody on from Kentucky the other day and they said it was rainy maybe and cold, but hopefully I'm like keeping my fingers crossed because I need some warmer weather. I am not a cold person. I don't know what I'm doing here, but hey, it is what it is, right? All right, so let's dive in. 5 tips on how to increase your engagement. So number 1, this is a biggie. I'm gonna keep stressing this over and over and over. Number 1 is you need to know your audience, okay? You really want to know your audience because you want to know, you know, essentially like what are they looking for? What keeps them up at night? What are they? What kind of content would they enjoy you putting out for them? So pay attention to your posts right now, especially. Pay attention to the ones that are doing really well. Pay attention to the ones that are not doing really well. Do more of the ones that are doing really well. Okay, those are the things that your followers and your fans like to see from you. So whatever niche that you're in, or whether it's you know, you like motivational quotes, or I always like to pull, you know, my stories from them, like my ahas and what I learned, and give it back, you know, in my form, in my story form with that. So number 1 is know your audience, okay? That is so, so important. And I'm actually going to be starting a private Facebook group. And if you are interested in, you know, when I mention know your audience, and if you're really unsure and unclear of what I'm actually talking about when I say that, because it really is, it is really something to slow down and think about and kind of map out and know exactly who your audience is, because and if you're unclear as to how to really do that yourself, or how that's important really in your business that you're in, that you're growing, drop the word group in the comments below, and then I'll put you on the list. I have not gotten that group started. I'm kind of playing at my ear and seeing if there's enough interest for that. But if that interests you, drop the word group and we'll go over like knowing your audience a little bit more, going deeper into that and how you can really use that to, in many parts, to grow your business, okay? All right, number 2, oh, it's cold here. Oh, 30 degrees. Actually, I don't even know what the temp is right now. but it is cold. I think there's gonna be, it's definitely like down into like single digits. So we got the fireplace cranking. I got my warm fuzzy socks on. So we're all good here. Lots of warm tea, you know. So just trying to stay warm. But hopefully it gets a little bit warmer for you too. So let's see, number 2 is be engaging. I know this should like go without saying, right? But be engaging. So if you are, say you send out a post, right, on your either personal page or fan page, whatever, you send out a post and somebody comments on that post, I see so many people that don't respond back, that don't even comment. And here's kind of what I go by. If somebody gives you, you know, like, if somebody actually comments and they just say a little bit, I just respond a little bit back, okay? But if somebody's gonna actually take the time to write out like a paragraph on my post, you're gonna be sure I'm gonna spend a little bit more time with that person and write just as much. I always like equal that to what that person is doing for me, okay? So if that person is just writing me a little bit, I send them a little bit back. If that person is responding back with a paragraph or two and they're really excited, then you better believe I'm gonna send them, you know, just as much value back and give them that attention back, okay? So think about that when people are posting on your page. Hey, Rachel, how are you? And great to see you on live. So you wanna make sure you watch for that, but also too on your lives. Now here's a tip, and I don't believe I mentioned this on my last Facebook Live video. If you are going to be doing lives, and if somebody, and you can notice what I'm doing with you here too, if somebody, sometimes when you're doing a Facebook Live, a person's name may come across and it says so-and-so is joining or watching live. You know, where sometimes I see that, sometimes I don't. If they're not physically reaching out and giving me a content or a comment, I will not acknowledge that person, because here's the thing, like I've gotten on some people's Facebook Lives and maybe I just want to pop right in and kind of see, maybe I want to know what they're going to talk about, but I really don't want to really know that I'm there. You've ever been there, right? Just kind of check out somebody and see what they're doing, but you really don't want to know, like, you don't want them to really know that you're there. You don't want to call them out and say, hey, how you doing, if they haven't even left you a comment. That's a big tip too. So unless, you know, they reach out and they say, hey, how are you? Hi, Melissa. I will definitely take the time and give you a little hello back, because I really appreciate everybody that is tuning in, staying engaged. It makes it just makes live so much more fun, right? Like I remember a time when I first started building my fan page, and I swear, like it took me 6 months, guys, 6 months, and I totally could have threw in the towel and said, you know what, I'm not getting any engagement. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I feel like nobody's watching my stuff. I could have totally stopped, but guess what? I didn't. I kept going. I was consistent. I was like, nope, I'm gonna be posting 3 lives a week. I'm posting, you know, whatever you can be comfortable posting every day, whether it's one time. If you're not that familiar with, you know, posting and comfortable, just start with 1 time a day, but just be really consistent at it, and then move up to maybe 2 or 3 times a day, whatever you can handle, but be consistent at it, okay? Do not stop, do not give up. And here's the thing, people have to begin to know, like, and trust you. You're going to be growing your audience, so stay with it. Don't get discouraged. But that just means, going back to being engaging, yes, absolutely. If they reach out to you, make sure you give them a little shout out back, and reach back out to them too. Number 3 that I want to jump into is to be intentional. And this is the same tip that I gave with my Facebook Live, and it's the same thing with your post or anything that you post, whether it be a comment on somebody else's post too, is be intentional. Always come from a place of intent, of a place of being just genuine and authentic, because that's going to come across in your message. So always keep that in mind. And I know some people that are building up a business, they sometimes they rely on scripts to like reach out to people. They're like, I don't know what to say. They tend to follow the script like word for word, but your audience, your followers, they're going to be able to kind of like feel that on the other end. And my best advice is sometimes, you know, yes, a script is good because it kind of gives you a guide, but don't be afraid. I mean, you can't screw up just being yourself, okay? Because if you're coming from a place and you're like, you don't know what to say, what automatically just comes to your head? Like, speak from your heart. Like, what's something that just automatically comes to your head, and put it in your words and give them, I mean, that would be the advice that you're giving them, or that's, you know, the comment that, or that's how you would typically start a conversation, or just being curious, you know, and asking questions. So definitely, you know, forget the script, which leads me into tip number 5 is just be you, really. You know, just be you, and always come from that place. So again, be engaging. And the bonus tip that I want to give you today, here's the big one, guys, the big tip. So whether this, I honestly, I don't know exactly if this works with just regular content posts, but this definitely works with Facebook Live. And in order, the way Facebook's algorithm works is, in order to be seen, there's a way for your lives and your stuff to be seen more. And that's if right before you go on to do a Facebook Live, go on other people that you know your friends, and comment on their stuff, like their posts, comment, hey, I see it's sunny outside today. What's, you know, like whatever's going on over there. Like, make sure you comment on their posts, like give them some love, and then do your Facebook Live, and then engage with, you know, your fans and your followers while you're doing your Facebook Live. And then after your Facebook Live, I always try to go right back through my comments and say, hey, thank you so much for jumping on. Hey, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If they have questions, or if I'm redirecting them to something or somewhere, I always try to really just connect and take the time to say, hey, how are you? I noticed that you were on, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, okay? So that's just super simple. So think about that when you're going to do a Facebook Live. Just allow a little bit of time before and after for that engagement to take place, okay? Is that cool? Does that sound good? Did you guys get some value? Give me some loves, guys. Give me some loves, hearts, and drop the word value if you got some value. I would really love it if you guys are getting some good stuff from this. So I was hoping to go live a little earlier today, but I was back to back in calls. It was just one of those crazy days for me. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I try to go live. I'm actually trying to work out a time too that is more of a consistent time too. All right, Tammy got some value. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tammy, for saying that. I appreciate that. And if there's anything else too that you guys would think about, some topics too, like I'm always open to some topics. So if there's things, some certain topics that you want me to talk more on, then definitely let me know in the comments too. See, Pam, I missed most of the live. Yes, go back, watch the replay. I definitely gave some tips today and a bonus tip towards the end. Hopefully you caught that one too. But definitely go back and rewatch that. And let me know. Let me definitely know what you guys want from me and what I can give you. But from what I'm gathering, I think a lot of you do like these live videos, right? Okay. So, you know, I can stick with some more tips on that and helping you get comfortable. Would it be cool, you know, I'm just throwing this out there, just top of my head, I didn't even think about this earlier. Would it be cool for you guys if we did some sort of like a Facebook Live challenge? Would that be cool? Yes? Give me some maybe thumbs up in the comments, yes, or yeah. Or if you're not quite there yet doing a Facebook Live, I also thought this, because here's the thing, a lot of people are very fearful of doing Facebook Lives, but would it be even helpful to you if we did something where you could just get more comfortable with the camera? Like I talked about the other day, making friends with the camera. So even if it's just like taking video of yourself around the house and maybe like just sharing your wins, like sharing, hey, I did this is how I felt, or this is, you know, I felt like maybe I need more help in this area, or it didn't go right. Anything like that. I mean, that's a start. That's what you really want to start doing, is just go for it and then evaluate it along the way. You can perfect it along the way, and you can just keep refining your skills. That's you fearful of lives. Absolutely. See, my neck is still red. Like, I don't know what it is. Like I had to let go of the fear, because Facebook Lives are king right now. It is, I mean, Facebook Lives, video in general, people love entertainment, right? So Facebook Lives, that's why they're king right now, especially if you're trying to grow a business. So take advantage of it if you can while it's hot. That's all I gotta say. That's why I'm like, I had to jump on the bandwagon. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I had to like let it go and just do it. And it's funny because even when I do these Facebook Lives, like I love doing Facebook Lives more so like in the morning when I wake up. And think about that too. Certain times of the day, maybe that you have more energy to do them, that you have like that drive to like, okay, I'm gonna do this, right? So for me, that's like in the morning, I got my tea, I usually have my coffee in hand, or sometimes it's usually like that lunchtime hours when I really love to do my Facebook Live. So this is kind of not normal for me to be doing one later on at night. But hey, whatever works. And usually a lot of the times is to, a lot of the times too, a lot of people can't catch the lives. You're not going to catch everybody all the time. And a lot of the times people are going back and catching the replay. So it's no big deal. Yes, gotta step out of your comfort zone for sure. Yes, 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 yes. So, all right, guys. So let me know and definitely comment the word group if you want more, maybe some challenges. I mean, I'm starting to get some ideas, trying to gauge, you all as well to put out something that's the most official, not the most official, the most beneficial for you all. So I'm not gonna just start something if there's no interest. So if there's an interest with this social media group, a little bit more intimate group where we can actually chit chat with each other, share, maybe I'll dive in deeper, deeper with, customer, your audience and your Facebook Lives and those things. We're gonna keep it basic for sure, because a lot of people, what they need in their business right now is more people to talk to, right? So it's like your leads, more people to talk to, your prospects, however you want to call. I don't like the word prospects, but basically your potential like customers, right? People are looking for more people to talk to. People are looking obviously to up their sales. What's a business without sales, right? And people are like just looking to stand out from the crowd. And so I mean, Facebook Lives, like just kind of like, I don't like the word branding yourself, but essentially you are. I mean, the more people are, the more you're putting out to people, the more they are liking and knowing and trusting you and all of that good stuff. So I like to keep it just simple, around the basics and just get really, really good at that stuff. But I definitely have some strategies that I can share. So drop the word group below if you want to be added, and I will go ahead and put you on the list. And then once I get enough people, I'll kind of map out what I'm gonna do. And we'll play it by ear, We don't know until we try, right? So this is exactly what I do. You see what works, and then you make some modifications and changes along the way, and you keep perfecting. So I'm definitely right with you guys. So we're doing this together. So awesome. I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. I know it's dinner time for some of you. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Happy, happy Friday. Hopefully all of you had some fantastic wins throughout the week, big or small. I'd like to drop those too if you had some wins, celebrate with you a little bit. But have a great, great weekend, and I look forward to chatting with you all again soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.